All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Going to be touching on the top prop bets today in the MLB for both PrizePicks and Underdog. Let's go in and get into it. So right away, we are getting a full board for MLB as I'm recording this video, which is going to be good for us to be able to give you guys some good prop bets. So let's go ahead and start out with MLB in general. And so looking at it, we do have De La Cruz for under his fantasy score. I typically don't like to bet on him just because he is someone that, well, he can get some steals. And if he gets some steals, then he's going to be able to get over his fantasy score. And that's really been the difference maker for him this whole season. And you guys will see that in the last two games against the Brewers, one steal, he was able to get his over fantasy score on PrizePicks. Now, a lot of people are betting his under, it would seem, today. I would assume so, given the fact that this is one of the better bets on the board for the under. At the same time, that's not exactly a bet I feel like I need to go out of my way to target. You know, looking at the game total there, it's only about an 8-run game total there, which isn't too high. So I don't feel like we need to be targeting that. Now, yes, you would be favoring the over. The one thing that I don't like is the fact that he is projected to get 9.4, a little bit of a discrepancy there. From there, we have Braxton Garrett for over his pitching fantasy score, which is set at 28.5. He's another one where, you know, we'll click on him here to get a little bit more details on it. Not projected to win. Game total is lower, which I do like to see. Projected to go 5.1 innings. That is okay. We're not getting a PrizePicks line just yet, but the projection data does not exactly like him to get the over, but the average sportsbook line does like him to get the over. And he gets a matchup going against St. Louis, and we can see he has been someone that has seemingly been basically hit or miss, mostly missed though. And so I don't know if that's exactly one that I need to go out of my way to target. Sure, if I'm trying to run out a 5-slip or 6-slip bet, those are two prop bets that we could use. But after that, I don't see like the need to do that because we are getting two pretty good prop bets. One with Javier, the Chicago Cubs pitcher here, where this one is a good prop bet on paper today. Projected to go about, 5.1 innings. So 5 innings and 1 out, basically. But if we look at it, projected to get 28.76 runs. DVP projection is great, so he is going up against the Giants, and with that, he should be able to get his over there just looking at the DVP. He has been someone that has been not pitching too deep into games, and so that's a little bit of the concern, but he has had a decently high strikeout total for that as well. And as always, I like to call us out. He has been someone that has been pretty consistent thus far this season, either getting the over or getting the under by like a small margin. And so I really don't mind seeing that. So that's going to be one of the better ones that we have today. So we're going to go ahead and use that one for the bet of the day, his over fantasy score. And then from there, we also are getting Jordan Hicks in that same game. And this is kind of my worry here, guys, is that it is a 10-point run total. Okay, so don't love that. Want to start with that. It is a close game, so there is the chance that one of these two pitchers can get a win. The issue, again, though, is that they're both going up against each other. Don't love that because they kind of both need to pitch well. Now, getting 23.5 fantasy points with PrizePicks scoring is not too much. It's basically not giving up 3 runs. You don't exactly need to get a quality start or a win, which is nice. At the same time, don't exactly love that. And so for him, Jordan Hicks going against the Chicago Cubs, this prop bet does check all the boxes. DVP-wise, he should be able to get the over. Average sportsbook line likes the over a decent amount. And so at 23.5, it is a little bit too low. But again, I don't know which side of this I want to end up on, or if I want to bet on both of them. And so honestly, if you guys have a feel for this, which way you guys want to go with this, let me know. If you want to go with the Cubs maybe potentially having a better game, or with the Giants having a good game, or do you agree that both of them are going to be the way to go there? I just don't like that those two don't exactly correlate together, and those two are probably my favorite 2 best prop bets that we were getting. From there, we are getting some decent ones. I don't know if we need to exactly go in on all of them too much. Let's jump into some other sports that we are getting and an Underdog as well. We'll jump into Underdog first. So just a reminder, this is the beta cheat sheet that I'm showing you guys right now for MLB, which if you guys are a member, just under the props tab, PrizePicks cheat sheet. I'm going to jump into the PrizePicks and Underdog cheat sheet, which is a normal sheet that everyone's pretty familiar with by now. And what I want to do is I want to show you guys the MLB prop bets that we were getting for Underdog. And so for Underdog, maybe some slight edges here and there, but really not that much there as well. It's weird. Like, it's a good day. Reese Olson probably is the best one for over pitching fantasy score. Marcus Semien for over his hitting fantasy scores is seemingly a good one. Like, we have a lot of decent bets. I wouldn't say a lot of great bets today at Underdog, but really Reese Olson is the best one I would say for underdog. So if you're looking to use an underdog prop bet, Reese Olson for over his pitching fantasy score is going to be the best one there. Project to get 26.4, whatever. Underdog line is set at 26.5. PrizePicks would have it set at 27.5 using their scoring, which is what the average sportsbook line is at. And so at 27.5, the average sportsbook line would give this about a 54% chance to hit. So I'm okay with running that one out. That is going to be the best one that we have today on underdog. And just a quick reminder, if you guys are enjoying this video and enjoying the tools and you guys want access to this, head on over to 9to5sports.com. They're available on the website for just $10 a month. Head on over to the plans and pricing. You can sign up there. I'm showing you guys just the cheat sheet right now. I'm just looking over those bets to see which ones that we have here that are good. We do have some basketball prop bets. We'll see if these ones hold up. I don't mind them. I actually really don't mind Drew Holiday for over his fantasy score. Al Horford for under his fantasy score. I don't think I need to go on Luka. 56 is a lot, I think, in this game. Really just depends on what you guys are seeing. But I'm okay with XM to get over 3.5 points and rebounds. We'll jump into the NBA tab and take a bigger look at that. I don't know if he's heavily favored to get under 4.5. I just don't like messing around with those ones too much, if that makes sense. Like, I'd rather go with one like Al Horford. No, that's not even true. I'd rather just go with Drew Holiday for over his fantasy score. Hope that he gets a couple of blocks and steals, gets the same assists that he's been getting. And for what it's worth, with Al Horford, I don't like that, the under fantasy score is a bet, and then the over points, rebounds, and assists is a bet. That doesn't correlate together. So to me, that kind of just tells me, let's just stay away from that. So yeah, probably just Drew Holiday there. And then just jumping into the WNBA real quick, we are getting one pretty good prop bet. Courtney Williams for under her fantasy score. We can see in comparison to all the other lines, PrizePicks is the one that's going to be a little bit too high. The projection would have it set at 27. Underdog line is at 27. The average sportsbook line is at 27. So not a massive edge per se, but still a pretty good edge that we are getting in comparison. So we have 4 seemingly good edges that we are getting prop betting wise today for PrizePicks. So let's go ahead and give you guys that bet of the day. All right, so looking at the bet of the day, going to give you guys a 5 slip bet. And I don't know if you guys have caught that. I have been trying to do more 5 and 6 slip bets right now lately during the summer. And with that, just as an FYI, it's not going to hit as frequently, obviously, right? I think you guys all know that by now. But I just want to make that clear. I have been trying to point out my 2 favorite prop bets for that slip. If you guys are someone that only does 2 slip bets, which have been really pretty solid lately as well. So it really just depends on what you guys are betting. I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of the summer, I believe, because I think that's kind of the best route to give people the best prop bets. And so again, just recapping, my worry about the 2 pitching fantasy score prop bets that we are getting is that I don't think they exactly correlate. At the same time, this really isn't that many for a fantasy score. Javier's pitching strikeouts is set at 5 today. If he gets that and pitches 5 innings, that's 30 fantasy points just right there. Now, obviously, he would give up some runs and whatnot. We have to worry about that. But, kind of same thing for Jordan Hicks as well. It's really not that difficult to get there. The issue is that we're limiting our ability to get a win. And then Drew Holiday, I do like that over fantasy score going against Dallas. He's been playing well. We expect him to continue to play well. Al Horford for under his fantasy score, I don't exactly like that. But this is a situation where I want to make it a 5 slip bet. If you guys find a better one throughout the day on the 9-to-5 cheat sheet, that'd probably be the one I would want to sub out. And then Courtney Williams, we are gaining a slight edge with that prop bet in comparison to the other lines. Again, all the other lines were at 27. And so the line being at 28 is a decent edge that we are getting today. Now, that's going to be all for this video. If you guys want access to the tools, again, head on over to 9to5sports.com. That's going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Again, if you guys want access to those tools, available for just $10 a month. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck. And as always, let's keep cashing.